You simply need to make the most of this month, my gorgeous Sagittarius, indeed. Because what is actually going to take this month, on one hand, there will be a very important recognition. You will be recognized, and this will mean to you so much, because you have been waiting for this particular moment to be recognized for this. So you will know exactly what I'm talking about. This is brilliant because it's instantly going to boost your energy. It's instantly going to make you feel so much better about yourself, but also the purpose in life while you are here for. It's going to be pretty much so highlighted. Your purpose in life. This is a huge clarity you're going to get. Huge clarity you are going to gain. But then on another hand, again, it means that the things that you start, things that you feel like doing throughout this April, things that you want to begin, when it comes to the new beginnings, when it comes to the testing water, you will be rather successful. Okay, so this is the time, if you're looking like for work or to expand yourself or in any type of way, or if you are retired, for example, like what you have been waiting for to be recognized, this will be very important and very significant and pretty much different to every single one of you, because it depends on your spiritual journey. But when it comes to you trying to do things, wanting to do things, wanting to start things, also that you are going to be recognized pretty much so the way you want to be recognized later on, this month is like most certainly a must. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and it's for April 2021. So it's for you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, and it's for April 2021. And this month you are not going to forget. You know what is really weird that is actually going to happen is your sense of smell is going to be very strong. I know it sounds really like weird, your sense of smell is going to be really strong, but at some moment, at some point this month, you will be able to smell something, and this smell is going to be very significant, because it's going to remind you of the specific part of your life. And this is when things are going to become really interesting. So you're going to kind of have a very strong sense of smell, and you're going to walk into the certain room somewhere, and then you're going to like kind of get that sense, and that in itself is just going to remind you of a specific part of your life. That specific part of your life is holding an important answer for you, something that you should be doing, something that you should be focusing on. Just pay attention, because this is going to be quite interesting, and something will be revealed to you exactly 7 days later. An important revelation is going to take place. When it comes to the actual numerology, my gorgeous Sagittarini, your number is number 1225. 1225 is a powerful number. It means that you will you're gonna realize exactly where you are. You will realize exactly what do you need to do in order to get yourself out of the situation that no longer serve you, but also to get yourself out of the situation that is like really slowing you down. You will realize that all you need to do is just have a kind of different opinion when it comes to this. You just need to have like a different way of thinking, which is exactly what is going to happen, because you will have this possibility and the ability to see the picture from a completely different angle. And this is the time of your own personal transformation, which is going to require from you to make the necessary edit in your life. You're going to need to make an adjustment, and that adjustment is most certainly going to become obvious, my gorgeous Sagittarini, indeed. On another hand, this is the time where you're going to be asking yourself a certain question quite a lot. It's to do with your personal security, when it comes to your financial situation, when it comes to your future planning, when it comes to your professional life, not necessarily professional life, but all these things come part of the same thing, really. So you're going to be thinking about it quite a lot, and then at the same time your answer is going to be within you. You need to follow your intuition, because you're going to be it's going to be suggested by somebody else, you know, who is in your life, that maybe you should be doing something, you should do something. But then again, something it will be telling you when it comes to you and your way of thinking and your subconscious mind. Your third psychic eye is going to be like, hello my darling, rather big. So it's going to be talking to you quite a lot in a sense of like a direction and redirection, what you should be paying attention to and what you shouldn't. Because on one hand, through your own intuition, you will know what to do, but something else is at the same time, only if you allow yourself to think like this, you know, something else is going to come to the surface that you should most certainly be paying attention to. On one hand, little hidden agenda is going to become quite obvious, but on another hand, you will know exactly what to do. On another hand, you know, I also see like a little bit of like a heartbreaking situation here, my gorgeous Sagittarini. I think that something might have happened not that long ago, and then at the same time you were affected by the certain person, and maybe, you know, it kind of like broke your heart a little bit, but I don't think it's nothing personal. You will realize that what was, maybe if you were like a little bit sad or negative because of somebody else's respond to you, it is not what you think that it is, if that makes sense. I hope I make sense. You know, it is not what you think that it is, and you will realize that maybe that person whom you spoke not that long ago, basically maybe they are just having their own problems, their own little demons that they're like fighting and dealing with. So it's nothing to do with you, but you were there, and maybe they took something out on you, or maybe they didn't respond to you in a certain way. So you just need to understand that if you're angry with somebody or negative with somebody, it's very important for you to actually try to forgive. And as soon as you do this, you know, the wonderful process of healing, it's actually going to start, because it's going to activate the return of somebody very, very special in your life, and this is going to surprise you. And no, I'm not talking about, yeah, like, oh yeah, old boyfriend, old girlfriend. No, baby, no. Sashita is going much deeper when it comes to this. Somebody very special whom you lost the contact, who you lost the touch with, you know, is about to return into your life, and it's going to happen in such a way when you're going to be completely surprised. But this person is very important to you. And this person is also going to tell you something like really mind-blowing, and that in itself is going to trigger something within you. It's going to open your eyes. It's almost immediately going to enhance even more your third psychic eye. But most importantly, it's going to give you such a beautiful, amazing, very, very powerful determination. This only happens when the right people in our lives like have an effect on us, have an impact on us, have an influence on us that can actually make us feel like this. These people are meant to be part of our journey. Even if we don't see them in 10 years, even if we don't see them in 20 years, even if we lose the touch with them, the contact with them, it still doesn't matter. When these people return into our lives, you know, everything is so much better. Everything makes sense. And it almost feels like all this time didn't go, all this time didn't pass, for example, you know, because these people are meant to be in your life. So it's to do with somebody who is meant to be part of your journey. On another hand, number 1225 in numerology, my gorgeous Sagittarini, also means that you need to really kind of like do something in order to bring a balance into your life. Do something that makes you feel good. Reward yourself. Do something that makes you feel special. In particular, it's absolutely remarkable that time to actually try to connect and reconnect when it comes to meditation, getting insights through that. Because if you're meditating throughout this month, it's going to be quite mind-blowing. You know, whether you believe in meditations or not, I certainly do. And you know, sometimes we are reaching a very, very high and powerful levels of our subconsciousness, our subconscious mind, when we get response that are completely, absolutely mind-blowing in so many different ways. So I'm telling you, if you do like a kind of meditate throughout this month, you know, you can do this in so many different ways. You don't have to lie down and just relax yourself. No, baby, no. You can go to the forest, you can sit by the water, you can like meditate in a, you know, in that particular way. You can relax yourself, you know, or maybe even it's about you kind of maybe having things and information information's being like kind of obvious to you through your dreams. And also the first thing in the morning when you open your eyes throughout this month, pay attention to what is on your mind. I said this so many times. It's not about, oh God, suddenly you open your eyes and you still have a very strong connection with your subconscious mind. You still have a very strong connection with so many different parts of the dimensions that we are in, but we are not aware of. We dream every night, but we don't necessarily remember. So therefore, those first few minutes when we open our eyes in the morning, whatever it's on our mind, it's something that you should do, you know, like for example, like, oh yeah, because it's coming from somewhere else and it's about you following this instruction, but at the same time it's about you doing the right thing, and at the same time it's about you opening your mind by finding yourself on the path that you should be. And this is energetically like, oh my God, a big mama, because at the same time this big mama energetically is just going to connect you and reconnect you with things that you should be paying attention to. So if it's something on your mind, like you wake up let's say one morning and it's on your mind like go to wash the floor, just go and wash the floor. It's not about washing the floor, but it's about you finding yourself on that particular path, following that spiritual instruction that you're going to have. And that in returns brings so much into your life, because you're working with this wonderful flow. You're working with this energy that is absolutely magical, my Lord, remarkable, but only, my baby, if you allow it. You're also going to do something and you're going to be so proud with yourself. 1225, it's a remarkable number in numerology. It means that you're going to do something so unique this month, and you are going to be so proud of yourself, you know. You're also going to recognize the very like kind of interesting part of yourself, my gorgeous Sagittarini, that you will want to take on the next level. And I'm telling you, most certainly you should, okay? On another hand, you know, you are going to have quite a lot going on. I want to say this to you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, that this month you're going to have quite a lot going on indeed, you know. And then at the same time, you know, when you feel a little bit of stress this month, when you feel like, oh my God, it's so much is going on, it is going to happen indeed. But at the same time, I need you to remember that, you know, when you have this moment, oh my God, too much is going on, a little bit of stressy, okay? Baby stress, baby stress, baby stress, baby stress. My God, sorry. It's like basically you're going to realize that now it's all about, when you realize a little bit of stress, you need to understand that this is the time that exactly 8 days later, within the next 8 days later, you will have an unexpected event which is going to bring you a rapid change. And I like it because this is also going to pinpoint towards the certain ability, and that ability that is going to be pinpointed, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's all about you realizing that very, very soon you're about to find a very, very, very special place in this life, and at the same time it's going to give you the reason to celebrate later. So you can use it as a remarkable, mind-blowing opportunity that is going to start paving the way towards the actual success. When it comes when it comes to the actual health, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's very important for you to remember that your skin in general is going to be rather sensitive. So if you're using lotions and things like that, avoid chemicals, please. Try to use lotions and creams for your body and beautiful face, which is natural. So if you can eat it, then that's fine. If you can't, then I would just avoid it. And also when it comes to the skin sensitivity, it affects your armpits really, because you're putting when you're using deodorant which is with aluminium, it blocks your pores. So try to use the deodorant which is actually without aluminium, so that way you will allow your skin to breathe instead of ending up with a concoction of chemicals through aluminium in our bodies. So try to avoid deodorants with aluminium, and try to get deodorants without aluminium for your sensitive skin. And also your gums are going to be quite sensitive, and when it comes to the sensitive gums and when it comes to your immune system, I suggest you this: organic acerola cherry powder, of course, 1 liter glass of water, 1 teaspoon, mix it up alongside natural vitamin D and alongside natural zinc. Now vitamin D, zinc and acerola cherry powder is going to boost your immune system like there is no tomorrow, and it's superb, it's natural. And what is also vitamin C, organic acerola cherry powder is ridiculously high in vitamin C. What is vitamin C also going to do, apart from boosting your immune system, it's going to help with your gum healing, because your gums are going to be really, really sensitive. sensitive. So what is going to help you with your gum healings is actually going to be organic castor oil, cherry powder, vitamin C, and zinc. It's remarkable. So you get few things in one. On another hand, it's a stomach, so a little bit of a sensitive stomach. Try to drink organic aloe vera juice every now and then. Try to take like a friendly bacteria when it comes to your stomach, and at the same time organic chamomile tea is like a must. Organic nettle tea is fantastic, and also if you like to drink like organic dandelion tea, you know, organic herbal teas are like absolutely mind-blowing how good they are for us and how important they are when it comes to flushing out the toxins, but for so many other things as well. If you're on any other medications, if you are pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this is going to interact with your existing medications or not. Sorry. So now, just burped a little bit, sorry. Sorry. So now, my gorgeous Sagittarius, you know what? So now the very first date that I would like to recommend, the very first date that is going to be quite important, it's going to be on the 7th of April. But before I go there, I would highly suggest you something like a Pyrit or a Fool's Gold. This gold is called absolutely gorgeous. Look at this crystal, and it's, of course, it's an extra quality. This is, look at how beautiful this is. It's a very powerful crystal to protect our energy from all sorts of negativities, from negative energy, from negative vibrations, from negative people, from negative situations. All this is playing a really big role when it comes to draining our energy, and once our energy is drained, then we don't even realize sometimes, you know, it affects our abilities to think, it affects our ability to plan. So this is fantastic little intellectual crystal as well, because it helps you with your intellect, with your optimism, it helps you with your planning, it helps you with, you know, to shield and protect your energy, but also stimulates intellect and your intelligence. And it's also fantastic when it comes to making really big and important decisions, especially at the time of the spiritual growth, especially at the time of changes, especially at the time when we need that little boost as well at the same time. This is something that I would recommend you to have like in your little bag. You know, it's not that small, but to have in your bag with you whenever you need that little boost. And at the same time, it's fantastic to have around, you know, in your living areas and things like that. If you would like to buy this, you can get this from my store, and the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel. You keep me going, I have to say that. So there you go. This is something that I highly suggest you to have throughout April and May as well. So now the 7th of April, my gorgeous Sagittarius, you know, I like this because it's like all about you kind of having that burst of a really fresh energy when it comes to starting finally to feel like a hopeful outlook. You're gonna start feeling hopeful here, and I'm so happy for you. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. This is exactly how you're gonna feel, my gorgeous Sagittarius. So it's time to raise your vibration, because you have been waiting for this, and the energy is going to be absolutely undeniable energy. It means it's going to refresh you in so many different ways, but it's to do with who you are, it's to do with your passion, it's the time when you're going to open your eyes, but also things are going to start moving on nicely forward. So I like it. You will be able to feel this, sense this, but also it's going to be beneficial for so many different ways. So it's about a hopeful outlook that you are going to have. And also very important time of the actual favorable expectations. This is all going to make sense, don't worry. It's also to do, very importantly, to do with new alliances that are going to start coming into your life, but at the same time the return of someone very special is slowly going to start taking place here. On another hand, you know, before you were blaming yourself for something, also when it comes to making the bad decision, you know, this is very deep and it's very complex. At some moments in time over the last 13 months. This is about to bounce back, and now it's actually, and maybe you were blaming yourself, like more like a kind of, you were ignoring like the certain opportunities, you know, within the last 13 months. So this is about to return now, and it's actually going to become a very interesting moment in time, because from the 7th of April onwards, this is going to lead towards a very important and a new adventure in your life. And it's going to start at a time when you're feeling completely enthusiastic. It's going to bring you fantastic initiative. It's to do with a new beginning with unlimited possibilities. But then again, it's going to create this beautiful, healthy obsession, this powerful obsession, which means that you will do what you should do, what you need to do. And when you do what you should do, what you need to do, you are doing the most. You're making the most out of your life, because this is a lot to do with your own uniqueness at the same time. On another hand, you know, I know that you know, there was a certain sadness that it's also going to become obvious, my lord. You know, something that you have gone through. You know, Sagittarini, it could have been like last week, it could have been within the last week, it could have been within the last 2 months, it could have been within the last year, it could have been within the last 2 years, within the last 5 years, within the last 10 years, but some kind of sadness that you have gone through. I've gone all serious now, but some kind of sadness that you have gone through, it's just gonna be highlighted, and then you know, you're gonna be thinking about it. And then what I want to say is that you need to understand that this is going to heal with time. But most importantly, when you feel this, when you focus on a negative part of your life, something, maybe you've lost someone or something that affected you so much, this is gonna kind of bounce back into your life. So you're gonna feel quite emotional and very strong connection to somebody who you might have lost, for example. And then you need to understand that this is actually a really good sign, because when you have this, you will know that this is a great sadness, but it is about to heal with it. It's going to heal with the time anyway. But most importantly, you need to understand that there is the specific little thing that it's going to also this remind you of, and some other negative situation connected to that perhaps. And you need to remember to let go of past, because as soon as you realize this, what past you need to let go, at the same time personal growth is going to come from this challenge, because this is almost like a very challenging situation to you at the same time. Somebody will need you. I'm keep on saying this, my go-to Sagittarian, and I'm saying it again, but somebody very close to you will need you. Somebody very close is going to need a little bit of your energy, a little bit of your input, because you're the one who's holding the key in order to help that other person. And that person is in your life and is going through something very difficult, and you can help them. And this is going to bounce back and come back to you beautifully in a karmic way. Not that I'm saying that you should do it because of karma, but you will see what I mean exactly. Okay, the second important date, my go-to Sagittarini, it's going to be on the 22nd of April. Now, the 22nd of April, do you know what? It's just like basically, this is all about you realizing that you are about to go towards a new direction. New direction is going to become obvious, and this is going to be so weird. It's going to be so strange, and it's going to be so bizarre, because it's going to happen at a time when you least expect it. And there is going to be a very interesting element that is going to take place, which is going to make you feel like you're in a little bit of a twilight zone, but at the same time, then and there, you will know exactly what to do, my baby. You need to follow your intuition. Whatever goes on, whatever happens, you need to follow your intuition throughout April and throughout the other months as well. It's so important. You need to remember to follow your intuition, please. You are going to get a clarity on your life purpose, and this is going to require from you to make the necessary step. And in your heart, you will most certainly know what to do. And it's not only on the 22nd of April, but it's from the 22nd of April until the rest of that month. You should be paying attention to this, because you know what? This clarity on your life purpose, just remember, you need to allow yourself to be you. You need to allow yourself to be unique. You need to allow yourself to think in the way you want to think. You just kind of ignore any distraction that there could be. Okay? It's very important, because this is going to bring you success, material attainment. You're going to find yourself in an advanced stage much quicker, much sooner, much earlier. This is going to reflect on your well-being, abundance, and good health, and most certainly it's going to be rather victorious. It's going to bring you rather victorious moment in time, because it's to do with the difficulties also coming to an end that were affecting your stability, okay? And it's to do with what you really wanted to do for such a long time. So something to pay attention to. It's fantastic because, you know, you will recognize this. Again, it's important because, you know, it's brilliant. This is something that is, when you start this is going to bring you the great honor. It's going to bring you fulfillment. It's something that you're completely well capable of, so you just need to give a credit to yourself. But at the same time, you know, it's about a reward that is going to bring you. The more hard you're going to work towards this, the more successful you're going to be, and admiration from others. My God, the right people in your life. Just remember that from the 22nd of April until the end of that month, you are going to go you're going to realize the ultimate change, okay? The ultimate change indeed. What else I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Sagittarini? Of course, it would be the carnelian, absolutely gorgeous little carnelian. You are going to need to be really courageous. You're going to need to trust yourself. You're going to need to believe in yourself. It's all about that mental balance that's affecting our whole spirituality, because it's all affected our thinking, our words, our energy, our mind, our way of thinking is the energy. So it affects us in so many different ways, you know. So in order to protect yourself, carnelian, it's fantastic because it's going to give you courage, and also it will restore vitality, motivation, and it's also good luck stone because it promotes positivity. Okay, and it's fantastic when it comes to that little bit of courage, because I think that there are quite a few situations that are going to take place in April and May that is going to need like a little bit of courage, you know. And the more kind of strong and sharp you are, the more powerful you're going to be, the more success you're going to have. This gorgeous carnelia you can buy on my website, and the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel and keep me going as well. I have to say that, okay? So now the third important date, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's going to be on the 30th of April. The last day of April, you know, you just need to express yourself. You need to do something that makes you feel good, and this is going to increase your vibration. You need to do something spiritual, something that makes you feel good, something that makes you feel great. You need to kind of buy something little for yourself. Buy like a little crystal, or buy like a little flower, anything nice and spiritual that you can do. This is going to raise your vibration like really beautifully, and I will tell you why this is important, because that is actually going to help you to realize, you know, who you can trust. I know it sounds really weird, it sounds really bizarre, but by you doing things that you like, by you doing things that makes you feel spiritual, it's going to kind of like something is going to kind of happen within you. Very important understanding, who do you need to trust, in particular when it comes to the certain aspect of your life, because someone can help you so much. Someone can help you big time, not only to you, but the really important people in your life at the same time. So just pay attention to it. It's going to be very interesting. And on another hand, there is the idea that you're going to have on the 30th of April, and I don't want you to rush with this idea, because it's more to do with you growing just a little bit longer, and by the time you get to the 24th and 25th of May 2021, you're going to be thinking about that idea in a completely different way. So it's just a little bit more of the spiritual growing that you need to do in such a sense, where you're going to kind of, by then you will see things, you will compare things, you will realize things, you will grow out of it, and you're going to grow into much bigger version of yourself, and you will be able to see things differently. So there are going to be so many other elements that are going to become obvious that are not obvious just now. So don't rush with anything whatsoever, okay? On another hand, you know, I really like it, because I want to say that that idea that you're going to have, it's going to bring you a very quick manifestation, but above all success as well. You will know it's connected to the actual part of your life that you need to kind of pay attention to when it comes to cutting out in such a way. It's all about you being so self-illuminated to the point where you realize what you're in self-denial about, but at the same time you're protecting yourself, because you kind of avoid a little hidden danger that could happen in your life throughout this situation as well. So it's all kind of connected indeed. Okay, so now my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just going to see what is going to happen in the first part of April, mid-April, and the last part of April as well. But before that, raise your vibration, baby. Raise your vibration. Sagittarini, Sagittarini, Sagittari, Sagittari, Sagitterini, 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 Sagittari, Sagittari, Sagitterini, pam 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 pam. Pam param pam 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 para pam para pam pa 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 pararam pam 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 param pam pararam 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 pa 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 pararam pam 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 param pam pararam 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 pa 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 pararam tum 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 pam param pam pararam tararam tararam pa 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 pararam. I love you, Sagittarini. Did you think that I'm not going to sing this? Did you? So now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, the very first part of April, it's just be careful because somebody's going to try to have a bit of a conflict with you, and maybe it's just somebody kind of got woke up on the wrong foot type of thing. Somebody's just going to try to maybe have a little conflict with you just to prepare you within the first part of April. So all you need to do is just remember that this person again is going through something really difficult, and it's nothing personal. So your job would be to actually just rise above this negativity instead of going low, low, low. So it's important to rise above this negativity. And also just remember that the first part of April, somebody is going to inspire you. The certain ambitious person or ambitious people are going to inspire you, and there is very interesting little secret that you're going to realize through this situation as well. The mid part of April, you know, it's an important reward, karmic reward you're going to become aware of here, and also you're going to find yourself being very successful when it comes to balancing many things at once. If you do need to do a lot, if you need to work on things, if you need to work on problems, mid-April is going to be fantastic because you're going to find yourself being absolutely brilliant problem solver. But then again, the things are going to start moving forward really quickly from this moment onwards. You know, it's a reward that you're going to come from, you're going to have from hard work, and also at the same time, you know, pay attention to the determination and willpower that you are going to have, because that determination and willpower that you're going to have, it's going to bring you an important recognition later on, because you're going to realize very, very big answer, very important answer, and you will know exactly what to do. On another hand, the last part of April, it's all about you managing your resources really wisely. Do not rush into with anything whatsoever. And at the same time, you know, I want you to understand that you are going to make a very, very powerful and smart decision. Very powerful and smart decision, but it's more to do with like a business. It's more to do with the work. It's more to do with the finances. It's more to do with the career. It's more to do with the future planning. Like if you, for example, are retired, it still doesn't matter. You're still going to make a really, really smart decision. So pay attention to what kind of decision do you need to make at the end of April when it comes to all these things that I've mentioned, because it is going to be a remarkably smart decision. And if people say around you, no, don't do this, blah, blah, blah. No, 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 baby, no. Just remember, you follow your own intuition. That's the most important thing on this earth indeed. Okay, because only that way we make the most of this life, because we're all so unique, and all these norms out there, or you have to be like this, you have to be like that. Oh God, you know, it's all a kind of like a robots, you know, very robotic, when people just like kind of are like mirroring each other. Everybody's like everybody else, you know, and we are all so different, so beautiful, so unique, so colorful. You know, we've got so many things about us. As long as we allow ourselves to be who we are, then we reach the highest, you know, point of our lives, of our existence on this earth. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just going to shuffle this cardini, and I'm going to see what is going to happen with those of you in relationship. Oh my Lord, this is actually going to be a really important week. It's not a week. Really important month for those of you in relationship, you know, because you are Ace of Cups. Sagittarini, para pa para da, da 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 da, This is important. You know why, my gorgeous Sagittarius? Because those of you that are in relationship, something very annoying is coming to an end. An obstacle that was driving you nuts, both of you, it's coming to an end. This is brilliant. It's about a success, it's about a gain, it's about overcoming an important obstacle, but at the same time it's about a challenge that is slowly coming to an end. You know what? There is a very important negotiation that you and your partner are going to have. This is a powerful negotiation because there is so much that is going to come out of it. Not only this is going to be a very successful part of your life, but at the same time there is so much that is going to come out of it when it comes to the victory, when it comes to the actual success, when it comes to the actual excitement that you're going to feel. It's all about stepping into the right direction at the same time. Number 7 is strongly connected to this situation, and number 7 is a powerful number, so you can use this. You know, you can have number 7 written on your hand or written on a piece of paper, because it's about a negotiation, very successful negotiation that you're both going to have. This is important for your both futures. Okay, so now I'm going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are single and ready to Sagittarini in the night. Okay, so now for those of you Sagittarians that are single and ready to mingy, you see this. This is brilliant because you know what? At the time when you hear an important news, you know, and the news that you're gonna hear is pretty much so gonna make you feel so great. It's gonna make you feel really good because it's gonna be connected to you, things that you have been doing, things that you have been planning, things that you have been working on, things that you wanted to achieve. You know, someone is gonna give you the certain information, and this is gonna make you feel so good about yourself. It's going to be such a great sense of honor, and you will be recognized by someone very special and very beautiful and very powerful in your life, somebody who is also holding a very important spiritual key for you at the same time. I tell you why I say this, because at the same time this is going to bring you a really bright prospect into your life. The bright prospect that is going to come into your life, there's going to be so much more that is actually going to be connected to, because with that bright prospect there is an opportunity going to come. With that opportunity there will be unlimited possibilities. There is a lot that you're going to find out about yourself, but more specifically somebody else is going to be sharing this journey with you, and that person is about to walk into your life, my gorgeous Sagittarini. It doesn't matter if that person doesn't walk into your life like in April, like if they don't come to you and say, hello, I'm here, darling. No, baby, no. That person may not make themselves known in April, but in April, your paths are going to cross. Your energies, you're going to start sharing the similar paths. So that person is going to start becoming very close to you. At a time when you feel this great honor, and at a time when you become aware of this bright prospect, opportunity, the situation, new beginning that is going to arrive. That new beginning is going to put you in touch with this person, and it's not going to be that long until that special person walks into your life, but you just have to be really patient. It may happen in April, it may well happen in April, but then again, April and May are just very, very similar, in particular when it comes to the certain continuations of this reading. Okay, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I love you all so much. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.